St. Johnsburg Fire Hall, hit me with your best shot. They're Pat Benatar this whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Josh Briggs, one of the up-and-coming stars in the business.
Yeah.
Man, your rise from when you started to now, I mean, has it been surprising to even you?
When I first started, I had a lot of goals in my mind, but I really wanted to see if I was even able to perform when I first started. And my first day training, I had all these different obstacles in my way of things that I needed to do. And as far as bumping, forward roll bumps, running the ropes, up and overs, everything just very basic that I guess takes a while to learn, and everything kind of came like perfect. Like it was no problem. I see it shown to me, and then I'd perform it. So at that point, I kind of was like, all right, I guess there's a good shot. There's a good shot that I might be all right at this whole thing.
Yeah. So what was your influence getting into the business? I mean, if you had to pinpoint somebody.
As far as a person getting into the business, it was probably, oh man, I always go back to The Undertaker. You know, I've been a fan since I was a child, so there's so many different people who like influenced me and made me think that, man, wrestling's really cool, and man, wrestling is really possible, and it just got really bright in here.
Yeah, really bright. Well, the future's so bright.
Oh boy, but
Damn.
So but I mean, like, if I'd have to boil it down to one person, it's Undertaker. He was really big, really fast, really athletic, really entertaining, and I guess he kind of gave a big child hope. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you being with Evolve Wrestling like that, what does it feel like to be with a promotion that seems to be like one of the faster rising promotions?
There's a couple different ways to answer the question, but I love Evolve. It's my home. I've been there for over a year now, and without Evolve, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in. They've given me a lot of opportunities, and everyone who's making decisions over there has really put a lot of stock into me, and it feels really good.
And I think that's the point, though, is that you find an organization that believes in you,
right,
and whatnot. Looking at where you are right now, where do you see yourself? I mean, what is the goal right now?
The goal right now, and the goal that's always been, is to be considered one of the top professional wrestlers on the planet. I'm not a guy who's really focused on money or big matches. I really only care about my family and having really good matches. As far as my goal, the WWE would be awesome. That's where I'm projected to go based on everyone I'm affiliated with. But you never know. I don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow, if it's going to happen 10 years from now. I just know I want to be one of the best wrestlers to ever performed.
How much does patience play a part in this whole thing?
I've learned really early that patience is probably one of the biggest keys in anything, but especially wrestling. Wrestling's such a weird thing where I can't even plan a vacation just based on my schedule. God forbid, Evolve pops up an extra day that's planned, and I'm contractually obligated to go and perform. It's the same with so many different things. If I take a week off or a weekend or a day, I could potentially miss out on a huge opportunity to further myself, make more money for my family, and so on and so forth. So patience is... it gets a little frustrating at times, so you got to have a lot of patience, man.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, Mr. The big guy.
You just
really.
call me Josh.
Josh.
I'm just Josh.
Josh Briggs. Look out for this guy in the future. He's going to be in your living room, I promise.